Alright, that's probably enough prep. We probably got this covered. Welcome, 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 welcome. This is Spook'n with Tristenkw5. I think we're there. If not, we'll be there in a second. Hey, welcome. This is... We're over halfway through the month now. October flew by quick. I was supposed to stream on... I'm going to turn down the music now. I was supposed to stream on... yesterday, on Thursday. But man, I just really needed a break. Or I just didn't have it in me to get started on a stream. So I got some other things done, and I went and did some other stuff. And so now I'm kind of plugging this in before I go out for the night. So at least I'm still getting it done overall, technically. All right. So as you saw from the stream title, I have a game set that I'm gonna do today. We're past, or we're not past, but today I want to get started on a game that there were two games that I definitely wanted to play this month. This is one of them. The other one is the Undertale game. So I want to at least get this one started at this point. I don't know if it's going to be something that I finish on stream. I don't know if it's going to even be like a multi-day stream, depending on how the first day goes. But I at least want to get it started on stream during October to give myself an excuse to start it. It's got really good reviews. I like the way it looks. I've always liked the way it looks, and I've heard really good things about its story, or at least I've heard really good things about it in general. It's a game called Little Goody Two Shoes, and we're gonna get started. It does have scary parts. I don't know if that means it's going to scare me. I don't think so, just because of the way it's presented. But I could be surprised. Games that look like this have scared me in the past, but they were a little bit more jump scare oriented. Um, and I don't know. I don't think that's what this is. I think it's a game that has like creepy parts, but not scary parts, which is fine. We've been doing that anyway. It'll be okay. I bet this is too big. Yeah, let's make that smaller for you guys. Perfect. One of the things that attracted to me was like in the trailer to this game, the pixel art seemed out of this world good. Really fucking good looking pixel art. So, all right, let's go with modern. Let me get my controller. I can actually use a controller, which is good. You can change your controls at any time in the settings menu. Oh, okay, cool. I like that they just show them. This is like the kinds of things of like get my important settings out of the way so I don't have to go into your options menu manually. Like this is probably already popped up at 4K too, so I don't have to worry about that. Item menu, sprint, and lantern, or item menu, sprint, and lantern. Ew. I guess really the only difference, modern controllers have used triggers for stuff. Classic controllers do not. And I get that idea, but I'm gonna stick with modern. Voice language, we're gonna do English. Yeah, because I think that this is a setting that makes sense for English voice acting, and you'll kind of get a very good idea of what this game is quickly. Let me make sure. I think that's the right kind of volume we're aiming for, but let me know if not. And I'll have to figure out if I'll need to move my camera also. But obviously I've always been real big into anime, and this has like a very classic late 80s into the 90s kind of magical girl anime style to all of its graphics and looks, which is going to appeal to me somewhat, but also the gameplay actually looked really good, so we're going to go into this together. I know somewhat of what goes on in the game, but I don't really understand 100% the gameplay loop. I know it's a top-down adventure type game where you're running errands, but then there are scary segments where you have to go into the forest. How scary that gets, I don't know. Apparently scary enough to be a horror game. And the story takes some twists and turns, that's pretty interesting. And there's also a dating system, and it's all girls, so that's not a negative. I mean, not that it wouldn't be a positive if it was all guys, or, you know. It's just fine. It's just something else that we can engage with. I talked all over the opening cutscene, but it was pretty, you know, I think that's fine. I know there's a prequel game to this too that I intended to play.
Little Goody Two-Shoes.
Or not even intended, but that I have it on my wish list to play. I thought about playing the prequel on stream, and then playing this game on my own time. But then this kind of went over. This took priority because like I woke up this morning and it was on sale 40% off, and I was like, well, that's a good chunk of money to save on something that I know I'm gonna play. So we're gonna up the frame cap just so something can go wrong. We'll see if that breaks anything. But otherwise, everything else looks good. Force skip? No. Speed? This is probably all fine. This is all fine. Audio? Voice acting? Yes, please. I don't want to do that for a village of girls, or a game with a bunch of main characters as girls. Could I do it? Of fucking course I can, but I don't want to. So during the cutscenes, I might get quiet and let the game take it away. That's what I was trying to get to. We're aiming for at least 2 hours today, so I'll probably stream until 7:30 or so. Maybe till 8. Oh, snap. Once upon a time, an elderly woman ventured deep into the woods in search of mushrooms. I was lied to by voice acting. When all of a sudden, she heard a loud cry in the distance. My goodness. Ah. Cradled inside a rope basket was a cheerful baby girl. Oh my, what do I do? Worry not, my dear. I'll name you Elsie. Or Elise. I guess Elise. And so Holly and Elise spent their days together in the village of Keeperburg. For a second, I thought she got her tongue tangled in her too. As both grew closer, so did their love for one another. Look, Granny, look! Well done, Elise. Not all bliss lasts forever, and as time went by, So did Holes. Howls. Hollies? I'll take care of you. I'll do whatever it takes, Granny. Don't cry, my love. You've always said you wanted it. I'm sure you'll cherish it. F-f-f. Granny. I love you, Elise. Thank you for granting my only wish. I like this VHS filter. Subtle and well done. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so I gotta do a lot of the voice, or at least I've gotta read a lot. But there'll be voice acting at times. For goodness sake, there goes my last match.
For goodness sake!
Oh, I'm so tired of this place. Wash my sheets, Elise. Sweep my floors, Elise. Elise, Elise, Elise. Oh, I'd show them. I'd make them scrub my pots and pans, my shoes even. Have them wipe down all my windows, every last one. Clean out my hearth and fetch me some water. Better yet, I'd have them running around calling me Miss Elise all day. Oh, if only I were rich. Not controlling this yet. All the steak I could ever want. All the shiny dresses. One for each day of the week with shoes and jewels to match. And maids. All the maids I could ever want. Oh, if only. Well, one can only dream. Or one can dream. Elise! Oh, for goodness sake. On your way home, lass. What are you doing wandering about in the dark, Elise? You ought to know it's dangerous out here. I'm not wandering about, Mr. Ludwig. I've been working late, if you'd so kindly believe. You know better than to put yourself in danger, Elise. If anyone's putting me in danger, it's you. I'd be home already had you not stopped me for an earful. Come now, Elise, we've got good reason to worry. All this vigilance. For what? What am I to be afraid of? The witch? Watch your words, Elise. You're not to question such matters. What do you say we walk you home? I believe I'll be just fine on my own, Mr. Heinrich? Mr. Heinrich. No more detours, Elise. It's for your own good. Lest I come across the witch, I know. Let us hope you don't come to regret your words, lass. Oh, I can't stand these folks. Here we go, we got some movement. We got interactions, we got running. And we got a menu. Nice looking menu. On those days where my sinuses are gonna fucking get to me. I'd best head on home before it gets too late, I suppose. Or what if I went further into the... Oh, nope, they're not gonna let me. Alright. Is this the way home? This seems like the way home. That is not the way home. Okay, which way is the way home? Shua. This thing's so faded I can't even read it. Left, right, Primeldorf, and up is the Kieferberg Peaks. Well, then we don't want to go left. Let's try going down where the guys went. Alright, that's not the right direction either. Let's try going to the left. Because we don't know where that goes, so that must be the correct way to go. Good looking pixel art. It's a lot of little details. Let's see. Pine tree this, pine tree that. Everything's about pine trees around here. Right is Kieferberg Viewpoint, and left is Kieferberg Peak. I guess we're gonna keep heading for the peak. Let's see what's at the viewpoint real quick, if it'll let guess we stay at the peak. I see a shiny. I got grapes. Oh, no lantern.
For goodness sake!
Alright, she said that one. It's impossible to keep this lantern lit in this wind. Guess I'll be finding my way home in the dark, I suppose. Hey, it's a bird. Save often. Make sure you use up all your save slots to avoid too much backtracking. I know what I'm doing. What could possibly cause me to need to use all my save slots in a game as easy as this one? I always do two save slots for whatever reason. I have saved. I suppose I ought to chop some more wood soon. Just when I've gotten rid of all those pesky splinters and blisters. Covered in aged scars, the tree trunk sits bare, its dry surface exposed to the elements. This wind is really loud. Alright, let's call it. I thought that was the entire house for a second. What in the Lord's name happened here? I ought to find my matches. Yeah, the door was open. Alright, we're looking for the tinderbox. At least they didn't get into this trunk. Despite its visibly worn appearance, the old trunk keeps its contents safe and secure. Who in the Lord's name got into my house? Okay, I was trying to look at the table. I ought to find my tinderbox and light a fire. It's too dark to tell what happened here. I'm looking for a tinderbox. It must be in the next room over. It's no use going into the pantry, is it? There's nothing to eat in this house. Okay, well then. I can't go upstairs? Okay, here we go. It's kind of hard to figure out where I can walk. Okay, no tinderbox, but I can get... Oh! I'm hitting the A button. I'm hitting the A button. What was that thing? Was I dreaming or... Alright, that was unexpected. What was I thinking leaving it here? I got a tinderbox. I ought to light the fire now. Okay. Preserve your matches. Light your lantern using matches, but be careful not to waste them. Got it. So I have a limited amount of matches. Got it.
What is this?
Good grief. What if it was the witch that townsfolk have been going on about?
Keep it together, Elise.
I'll let her say what she says. It was definitely a burglar. That said, I'm not going anywhere without my broom. Why? Why? A broom is a weird thing. I wonder if I can hit stuff with a broom. Okay, pantry's empty. I guess we should keep looking at, Is this just me looking at the house? Okay, no. Oh, I should... Okay, lantern out. How long has it been since I last used this thing, I wonder? Stringy cobwebs and dust cling to the old oven's wooden doors as though sealing them. How do I check my... Okay, that was my inventory button. I have 8 matches. Okay, I have 8 matches, and I have 10 monies. These look like my tennis courts, obviously. Guess I'm now going to leave my house and go looking for the robber. Here we are. There you are, you shameless thief.
Out with it!
Give me back all you took. Right.
Hurry it up!
Now. Wait, please. Please forgive me. I'm beating her ass. Explain yourself, you wretch. What were you doing in my house? Wait, please don't hit me. I was just hiding. There were these men and I won't ask you a second time, thief.
Hurry it up!
Give me back everything you took, right now. I didn't take anything. I was just scared. Please, I beg you. Beg of you. Show me your hands.
Oh, but
I didn't take anything, ma'am.
Huh?
Now show me your pockets and make it quick. I keep telling you I didn't steal anything, ma'am. This is all I have, I swear. Coins and weeds. What were you doing up here in the mountains?
Oh, that's...
I'm a traveler, ma'am.
Huh?
Turn around. You say you're a traveler. Are you all by yourself?
Yes.
Yes, I'm traveling alone. I hoped I could rest for the night in this village, but I saw some people walking in the woods. It frightened me, so I ran to find some place to hide.
Mm.
Be that as it may, you're still...
Oh, but
Oh, please forgive me, ma'am. I didn't mean to make such a mess.
Oh, shush it!
Would you stop calling me that?
I'm sorry. For goodness sake.
Alright, well, I might let you go. If you can prove your innocence, that is.
Oh, that's...
I don't know what else I can do, ma'am. Well, you can start by cleaning up this mess. And then you can...
I'm sorry,
Ma'am?
I did it!
Yes, that's it! A maid!
Alright.
Listen carefully now. First, you'll be tidying up the mess you've made. In fact, you can clean my whole house, from top to bottom. That'll teach you not to go storming into strangers' homes.
I'm sorry,
Ma'am, complaining already, are you? Wouldn't you agree this is the least you can do?
yes.
Oh, of course, I'll gladly do it, ma'am. Good. And in exchange, I suppose you can stay here. But no more thieving. I am not a thief, ma'am. I'll be the judge of that, thank you very much. Anyhow, you work for me, and I'll give you a place to stay. Fair enough, wouldn't you say? It does sound fair, ma'am, and it is very kind of you, but... I am not a thief. Fine, you're not a thief. Now, would you stop calling me ma'am? Do I look like an old hag to you?
I'm sorry.
You don't, I apologize. My name is Elise, and you'd best remember it.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. Selenic Wanderer. Oh, Rosemarine. Rosemarine. That's hard. I don't like it. You made that harder to say than it needed to be. My name is Rosemarine. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Elise.
For goodness sake.
Just Elise is fine. Come now. You have a lot of work to do.
Yes.
Yes, of course. And that's how we got our first slave. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna leave her in the chicken coop. Oh, I guess she came with me. How could you even do all this? Look at my floors.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. Even Granny's plates shattered to pieces. What are you, a wild boar? I'm surprised you didn't break my windows and tear down the walls. Alright. Well, you know what you did.
Anyway.
Anyhow, here, take this. Make certain you get into every nook and cranny, you hear? Yes, ma'am. While you're at it, you can sweep the chimney and clean out the fireplace, too. Oh, and wipe that stain off my wall and wash all my windows.
Alright.
I want this place sparkling by the time I wake up tomorrow, understood?
Of course. For goodness sake.
And I told you to quit calling me that!
I'm sorry.
Come now, let me show you to the well out the back.
Oh, but
No, I can do it myself, Elise. Anything to make up for what I've done. Look here, lassie. I have no good reason to trust you. I didn't mean to... Every single corner of this house is to be absolutely spotless by sunrise. Dare to cross me even once and I'll be having a word with the townsfolk.
You hear?
Are we clear? Yes, Elise. I'm sorry. I'll do my best. Be careful not to wake me either. I have Sunday Mass to attend tomorrow. I'll keep quiet. Good night, Elise. Go to bed! When your objectives have to always be exciting. This one has my name on it. Now you've done it, Elise. It was hard. There was hardly a need to be that harsh, but still. What if she's dangerous, or worse, even, what if she's the witch the townsfolk have been talking about? Oh, what would Granny Hold do, I wonder? She didn't raise me to be like this. I even threatened to tell on her, too. What's done is done, I suppose. I'll make sense of it tomorrow. It's best I go to bed. It's Sunday. We ate some food. We got 5 hearts and we got 5 food. Now we only got 4 food. This morning already? I can't be late for Sunday Mass or Father Hans will...
You can't be serious!
Good grief, what was I thinking? She's probably taken everything I own by now. Managing stamina. You will lose 1 bread for each time period that passes by. That's 6 bread a day? Oh, there's 6 time periods in a day? Item menu. Manage your normal, food, and key items through the item menu. You can consume and use items through the item menu as well. Got it. What's in here? I really ought to go through all this junk sometime, I suppose. A small wooden trunk filled with various knickknacks. Endings. Oh, there's 10 endings. Alright. Maybe I'll get at least one of them before the stream is over. Or not today, but I mean like before I stop streaming it. I can only hope she hasn't taken anything. I thought there might be a save point up here, but I think I have to go outside. I like this music. This thing's still not working, is it? I ought to have a word with Mr. Wilhelm sometime soon, I suppose. The clock's hands grate dutifully through time, struggling to turn with each passing second. What's in this room? It's been a long time since I've gone into Granny Hole's room, that's what I thought. Not that there's anything to see there anyhow. Or maybe not. Doesn't seem like she took or broke anything, but... Hey!
Rosemarine!
Okay, the text said Rosemarine, and the voice acting said Rosenmarine. Maybe she was supposed to be mispronouncing it. Was that her name? I can't believe she tidied up and left just like that. I didn't even give her anything to eat last night, the poor thing. Now, where could she have gotten to? Would she be in the pantry? Nope. Let's check the backyard. Well, she's not around here. What about the well? She's fallen? Weathered by time, the well's wooden structure stands frayed and worn. She go back to the chicken coop? The most dangerous chicken coop in the world? Called it.
Rosemarine!
That's not how you spell it.
For goodness sake.
There you are, you.
Elise.
Okay, I got it right. It is Elise. Honestly, what are you doing here?
I'm sorry.
I was intending to leave first thing in the morning, but I was afraid I'd get lost in the dark. Never mind. Come with me now.
I'm sorry,
Are you taking me to the village?
Huh?
What do you take me for? Some wrench? Forget what I said last night. Not exactly my finest moment. I didn't mean to be such a brute, truth be told.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for what I did too.
For goodness sake.
I got it. All that's dead and buried. Now come, I'm running late for Sunday Mass.
Yes.
Ah, wait for me, Elise. Elise? It is surprising how much harder it is to say Elise than it is to say Elise.
Flock.
Flock? Where's that cute little one-eyed deer? Oh, look at the broken, fluffy companion. Oh, they don't show his missing eye here, but I can tell from the little sprite I see his eye is missing.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Oh, I'm so relieved to see you. Where have you been? You know this goat? Oh, it's a goat. I thought it was a deer. It was brown.
Of course.
Yes, of course. We met on the way to Kieferberg. We've been together since. Yes, we were. We were. Oh, he's the cuddliest little thing, isn't he? The cuddliest little thing, you say?
Anyway.
Anyhow, I ought to get going. Wouldn't want to be late for Sunday Mass.
Yes.
I'll be back in a moment, Flock. I guess I'm going to take her with me to the church. I have to say, you did a decent job tidying up. You did pretty much everything I asked you to.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I wanted to assure you I meant no harm, Elise. It kept me up for hours last night thinking you'd...
Oh, shush it!
I get it already, no need to tell me. Here, have some bread. You must be hungry.
Yes.
Thank you, Elise. You really are too kind.
For goodness sake.
Good grief. You do remember I hit you with a broom, right? Called you a thief, made you do my bidding and whatnot? Most folks would have tossed me right out into the moment they found me, but you didn't. I suppose I did. Anyhow, I'm heading out.
All right.
Don't wander about and don't make a mess.
Of course.
I won't, Elise. Pursue your love interest. Talk to your favorite girl when you see a heart above her head to schedule a romantic date for later. I don't know if I want to go on a romantic date with the homeless girl. Not to be picky. I'll just do it just to see what it's like. Ah, before you go, Elise. I have something to tell you if you could come meet me later today. What's keeping you from telling me now? Ah, well, it's important, so I'll be in the back by nightfall, alright? For goodness sake. It best be worth my while, you hear? Ah, I promise it's nothing bad. We'll see about that. All romantic dates are marked with the heart icon. Each date will skip one time period. Alright. I don't know if we should jump to dates with the homeless thief that we just hit with a broom all night and forced to do our bidding. What's this about? Would you like to revisit the game's tutorials? Not yet. I feel like I got everything. Can I get some mushrooms? Nope. Alright. Let's keep going. I'll get an earful from Father Hans if I don't hurry up. Alright, we got the map menu. Open the map. Got it. A narrow passage surrounded by a grapevine. The grapevine path. Alright, how do we get to... There's a village entrance and there's a village square. That seems to be where where Sunday Mass is happening. Got it. I seem to have like a magic meter too, so we'll see how that works. Map of Kieferberg. Come back! I hit the A button trying to see what was in that chest. Or in that barrel. It's fine. I'm sure it just told me how to get to the map screen. Maybe. Yeah, I don't don't see anything that lets me go back, but I'm sure that's all it told me. This way. There's a whole lot of personality to this game. Like the music and the way everything looks. It's very like thick with personality. Another save point? Another save point. Might as well. I'm gonna need to blow my nose soon. Alright. There you are, Elise. Come here, why don't you? Good day, Granny Gretel. On your way to Mass, I see. Anything to keep Father Hans off my back. I have some fresh buns. They'll cheer you right up. Why don't you take a look? Alright. Looking cheeky again, dearie. Again today, dearie. I'm buying. Okay, we got matches for 10 monies. Or no, it's 1 money per match, 10 monies per bread, 12 monies per pretzel. But the pretzels heal me, and the bread does not. The bread just gives you back stamina. I'm gonna buy a bread. Now we've got 11 breads. Anything else? Some pretzels, maybe? See you, Granny. Tell me if you need anything else, dearie. I wonder why they changed the order of menu items in that item. Need something? Don't forget to stop by the village shops for some helpful items. Spend your money wisely. Until somebody says the name of the money out loud, I'm going to refer to it as money. I was about to say, it's a little hard to follow this path behind this big-ass building, but the actual exit wasn't that far. Is this the face? I'm looking at this person. I can't tell. I think that the left side is the back of the head, and this side is the face, and they're like an old person. Yes. Might be best to seal our windows and doors. Old Wilhelm, just in case. Old Wilhelm. Oh my God, it's so hard for me to read these names. Ah, there she is, alive and kicking. Made it home all right last evening, I see. I did indeed, Mr. Bernard. More importantly, what happened here? That dreaded windstorm, that's what happened. I suppose you didn't have it as bad up in the mountains. I certainly didn't by the looks of it. Oh, it was a sight you wouldn't believe, lass. Branches and leaves piled up high against folks' doors. Entire treetops, some of them. Surely that's a bit of an exaggeration. The alleys took a beating, that's for certain. Some say they heard the wind knocking at their doors. Old Jockin says it might have been the witch herself, but... Oh, here we go again. You can never be too certain, lass. Anyhow, I'll be heading inside now, folks. Let us hope for a better night's sleep this evening. May the Lord hear you, Wilhelm! God, it's so hard to say that name by default. Wilhelm. Story... Man, every time he's popped up, I'm about to hit the A button. All story events are marked with the icon. If marked by a different icon, they'll skip one time period. Got it. Who's this lady? Everything all right, Mrs. Linda? Oh, Elise. Would you take a look at my poor flowers? That windstorm nearly uprooted all of them from their pots. Was it really that big of a storm? It was only a little windy up at the peaks. Why, you've seen all these branches scattered around town. I heard Brunhilde... Brunhilde? Yeah, Brunhilde's roof nearly came off. Oh, it was so frightening. I suppose... I should go blow my nose. I'm gonna save and then go blow my nose. This is my first stream all month where my fucking sinuses have gotten to me. Give me a sec. I'll grab a drink too. Alright, alright. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Still gonna need to actually. I'm gonna put this. I got some tissue with me just so I can blow my nose again when the time eventually comes in. Or inevitably comes again for me to blow my nose. Oh yeah, I'm already moving. Well, might as well talk to everybody. Good seeing you, Elise. Elise. Oh, it must have been even worse up in the mountains. It wasn't that bad, believe it or not. Oh, that's such a relief. I'm afraid we weren't as lucky, sadly. Oh, I do hope nobody was hurt. We can thank both Lord and Saint Walpurga. No, both the Lord and Saint Walpurga. Nobody was, but many of the townsfolk got their windows shadowed and the roof tiles blown off. What about you, Mr. Heinrich? Oh, it was awful. Our windows shutters were ripped right off their hinges. It'll take all day to tidy up and fix everything. That's all right, dearest. The sooner we get to it, the sooner it will be done. I can lend a hand if you'd like me to, Mrs. Ariane. Ariane? Ariane? I need somebody to say these names out loud. I'm going to go with Ariane because it's the easiest to say. Miss Ariane. Oh, that's all right, Elise. Elise. I'm going to keep doing that, too. Elise. At least that's how the purple-haired girl said it. Rosamarine said Elise. Come now, you two. We'd best get inside. Alright, let's skip the time period. Let's do our objective. Goodness, Elise. You look dreadful. Good morning to you, too, Mrs. Bertha. Oh, I wasn't certain you'd come today, Elise. Why wouldn't I, Mrs. Odile? I'm going to say that like that way, too. My, Elise, you look quite tired. Couldn't catch a wink, I'd wager. Frightening, wasn't it? Oh, it must have been dreadful up in the mountains. Not at all. It seems you folks had it worse than I did. My, now that's hard to believe. That was no ordinary windstorm, I tell you. How so, Odile? Oh, I've about had it with this nonsense. She's saying it came from the woodland, that's what. Oh, Odile, it's no use entertaining such notions, my dear. You'll see, Marielle. All I can see is we're running late for Mass. Goodness, what has Kieferberg come to? After you, Elise. The woodland, huh? I'm gonna hope I go to the woods at least once before my stream's over today, just to see what that's like.
Elise!
Good morning, Elise. All right, so probably any chick that comes up on the right side is one of our possible romantic partners. And also, they get an introduction like this. I don't like her feet. She's got wrinkly-ass socks. Make her look weird. Freya, the evergreen sweetheart. How are you always so cheery, Freya? You took so long, I thought you weren't coming. I overslept a little, I suppose. Didn't get that much sleep last night.
Oh, what can we do?
Oh, me neither, and all because of that windstorm. Not even my little sprig could help me. Your sprig? I keep a tiny sprig of lavender under my pillow, you see. Sniffing it helps me sleep better, and it leaves such a lovely... Shh, keep quiet, you two. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wilhelm. Wilhelm? Oh my god, I'm never gonna do that right either. We'd best focus now, Elise.
Shush it, you.
You're the one withering on, Freya. May the blessing of the Lord, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit be with us. May the hallowed Saint Walpurga take heed of our prayers. Amen. This Saturday we will once again be celebrating our patroness, Saint Walpurga. As you all know, preparations for the festivities are already underway. Let us all contribute to the best of our abilities, brethren. That said, I am aware of what transpired last night. Several of our neighbors were severely affected by the windstorm. I urge everyone to lend a hand in clearing out the alleyways. Let us all have compassion for one another in these trying times. Let us trust Saint Walpurga to guide our people and keep Kieferberg out of harm's way. May the Lord be with you, brethren. Amen. So we go to afternoon. Or I guess it would be noon. I don't know. Took you all you had to get out of bed this morning, I'd wager. There you go. Her fucking socks ain't wrinkled. Sugary devotee. Lebkuchen. I don't like these names. Lebkuchen. I'm gonna say it like that. Lebkuchen.
Shush it, you.
Very funny, Lebkuchen. Jokes aside, Elise. Don't I keep telling you to take your apron off for Sunday Mass? I'm certain the Lord couldn't care less, so why should you? You're riling me up on purpose again, Leb. Can you tell?
For goodness sake.
I'd best get to work now, before it gets late.
See you later, Elise.
Don't forget to come about later, Elise. Oh, she wants in my pants real bad. I won't. I wonder, because she keeps saying, oh, for goodness sake, I wonder if in the I'm missing stuff, because I'm rubbing my eyes. I wonder if she says, yare yare, in the Japanese voice acting. Because that's generally what that means. Relationships menu. Check the relationships menu to track your suspicion levels at any time. Open the locket to check on your romantic relationships with Rosamarine, Freya, and Lebkuchen. I wonder if those were the only 3. Maybe. I kind of expected more. I mean, out of those 3, if I personally had to choose, I'm leaning towards Rosamarine, but not for any particular reason. Just because I like Freya's at the bottom, Lebkuchen's in the middle, and then Rosamarine. Just at first glance of their personalities, but I really don't have a strong attachment to any of them. Other than Freya seems boring. We best send word to Primodorf before... Ah, Elise, didn't see you there. Send word to Primodorf, Mr. Gustav? We're having folks from Primodorf lend a hand with the festival this year, Elise. I heard the windstorm wasn't as bad up in the mountains last. Freya was fretting over you like you wouldn't believe. She was? You ought to thank the Lord for your good fortune, Elise. Certainly, Father. Hard at work even on a Sunday, are you? When aren't I, Father? Sundays are meant for rest, Elise. You let us know if you ever need a hand, you hear? Of course, Mr. Gustav. Thank you. Yeah, but I'm poor and I gotta eat. No wonder Father Hans is such a miserable wretch. I would be too if I had to read this gibberish all day. Father Hans' holy scripture rests upon the altar, each page scrawled with annotations. Alright, what date do you want to go on, you fucking harlot? Couldn't sleep much last night, could you? Could you? Didn't sleep a wink. Explains the hilarity. You're hopeless, Lebkuchen. As long as you keep indulging me. So it's my fault, huh? Here you go, before I forget. Give me some bread. Alright, she gave me a pretzel, even better. Oh, you brought me my favorite. Mr. Bernard said you were rather late getting home last night. Is that so? I did tell you it was almost time for supper when you stopped by. And I told you Mrs. Elma worked me like a donkey right up until nightfall. Mr. Bernard was fretting over you is all. Mr. Bernard can find better things to do with his time, I'm certain. You really are stubborn, Elise. Anyhow, it's about time I head out. Say, I'll be up at the bell tower all afternoon if you'd like to keep me company. I'll be there, Leb. Okay, so I don't really get if I talk to anybody who wants to make a date, I don't get a choice after I hear, like, the time that it'll happen, so... It makes me think that I just might as well, like, take every date I can, for the most part. Oh, I got a mysterious note at the back of church. There's something written on here. Hallowed Walpurga, sanctified be thy name. May thy will be everlasting and thy grace all-embracing. Quenched thou shalt be on this Sabbath of the full moon. May this prayer find its restful place in thy life, bearing grove. A prayer? There's something else at the bottom. Kieferberg's offering lies in the crossroads beyond the maypole. May thy thirst be quenched, thy blessings received. In the crossroads? I wonder who dropped this. That's an evil-looking symbol, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go see if I can get some water out of this giant seashell. I've never seen water coming out of here. I wonder if they've ever been used for anything. Polished completely smooth, the pearly stone basin sits untouched. Right? And that goes up to the tower, which we're gonna do later. I stopped lighting candles ever since Granny Hole passed. Not that they ever did anything anyhow. Kept burning in the wake of prayer. Each candle's flame flickers in serene devotion.
For goodness sake!
Thank goodness that's over. What a bore. To think I'll have to work all day until evening. Time periods. Each day has 6 time periods, but only 3 are working periods. Morning, afternoon, and dusk. All those marked with the clock icon will skip 1 time period. Let's talk to Freya. I'm gonna give each of them at least 1 date to curry my fancy. Ah, Elise, I was waiting for you. Waiting for me? I almost forgot to give you this. Plus, I'm getting free stuff. I got some ointment. You mentioned your hands were feeling dry, right? Oh, you didn't have to, Freya. I use it right before bed every night. It does wonders for the skin. I put a little lavender in there, too. Wait, you made this yourself? Of course I did, silly. That's Papa's favorite. His hands are always dry, you see. You do have a knack for this sort of thing, don't you? Ah, so I'm told. I suppose. Anyhow, I'd best move along before it gets late. Say, Elise, I was wondering. I'm going to pick some flowers this afternoon up in the mountains. Flowers? I thought maybe you might care to join me. If you'd like. Alright, I'll be there, Freya. Ah, that's wonderful. Have a nice day, Elise. So maybe I'm gonna get like 1 day where it's nothing but dates with people before I actually get into like the work. What's gotten into her? I mean, I guess this is afternoon right now, so we gotta go right now. Can't be bothered to lend a hand in the alleys, Elise. Folks can look after their own homes, I'd say. Sparing yourself on a Sunday, I see. As a matter of fact, I happen to work every Sunday, Mrs. Laura Lee. Alright, whatever you say, lassie. Say, have you seen my niece by chance? Molly? I'll take it you haven't, then. No, I don't think I have, Mrs. Laura Lee. She's been up to no good lately, you see. Running about begging for food, skipping class. Who knows what else? I see. Nothing a good whipping can't fix anyhow. I wouldn't be so certain. Apparently there are no boys in this village. I mean, there are men. Mostly old men. But I'm just like... I'm not complaining as much of just like... I'm wondering if there's gonna be at least one guy my age. Or if this is a game where that's just like, you know, not really the point. Not that it's not the point, but I'm just wondering how far down the Yuri hole we're going here. I don't feel like talking to the old ladies anymore. Time for work. All available tasks are marked with a broom icon. Each task you do will skip 1 time period. Oh, but I'm supposed to go see that chick. The better you do, the better your reward. Do your best and spend your money wisely in the shops. But I'm supposed to go on a date today. Let me check the... Can I check the calendar? Ointment. Okay, so ointment straight up heals me. Grape also heals me. Or grapes also heal me. And then key items. Got it. Okay. What about, do I not... Oh, so it's still morning. Okay, so I can... So... Wait. Is there any way for me to see a clock, the full clock? Doesn't seem like it. I can only see the, current help, I can either help Elma with the apples, or help Ariane with, or... What did I decide on her name? Whatever. I could help her with the chickens or help with the apples. I think helping with the apples might be better. All the rest of my dates are later. Can I scroll that? Hold on. Scroll up, scroll down. Oh, there's nothing to scroll yet, so it's not letting me do it. Okay? Um, Well, helping with the apples is also right here in front of me, so I'm going to do that instead. Okay, I can make that go away if I need to. That's where I would go to help. Oh, wait. Is that where I help? Oh. So if I help this lady in front of me, I'm helping with the chickens. If I go over there, I help with the apples. Let's see what's going on with these chickens. Ah, I'm so glad you dropped by, Elise. Elise. Won't you lend me a hand? I have my hands full tidying up after that windstorm, you see. I can lend you a hand with that, Mrs. Ariane. That's what I decided on. Ariane. Or Ariane. Ariane. I was hoping you could fetch me some eggs from the coop. Of course. Leave it to me, Miss Ariane. Careful with the hens now, you hear? I dare say they're still riled up after last night. Out of my way, you feathered rat. The better I do, the more I get paid. I like this music. Teach me how to play, though. Teach me how to play, though. Okay, I gotta move, and I gotta pick an egg. I just gotta avoid the chickens. Round one. Okay, egg. Egg. Alright, gotcha. Got it. Oh, God, a chicken! I gotta use the D-pad. I was trying to use the stick for a little bit. God damn it. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, that's time. Round two. I can do better in round two. Let's go. Let's fucking go! Damn it. Oh, come on. I turned around. I guess that loses me a chunk of time every time I fuck up. I'm trying. The controls for turning around doesn't feel great. I'm gonna. It's not super responsive. But it's not the end of the world. I still got an A rank. I wonder if that's the top winner, if S is the top. Not bad for my first time. It cost me money to try again. Well, I don't have any money, so not a choice. I don't like that one. Oh, I could have done with a few more, but these will do. Fuck you. How many eggs do you need? They're Heinrich's favorite, Elise. He can never have enough. Here you go, for all your hard work. Thank you. Oh, that was 40 bucks. That's not bad. Thank you, Miss Ariane. On to afternoon. I thought it was dusk, but apparently this is afternoon. Okay, I got romantic dates available, and I got a story thing available. What's this thing? Oh, it's a dog. Alright, let's save. At some point, I'm gonna like stagger my saves in order to be able to be like, well, I shouldn't have worked today. I should have gone on a date, or vice versa. So let me go back a save point, maybe. But it doesn't seem like it's that. So far, it doesn't seem that important. Not for a first-time play. Lebkuchen and I used to play about in the water all the time, didn't we? Though we're a little too old for that now, I suppose. Forevermore decorated with blooming flowers, Kieferberg's crest rests atop the square fountain in its ancient glory. Okay. Oh man, I'm running out of food. Map, please. So I can either go meet Lebkuchen or Freya. Well, I'm going to meet Lebkuchen. Fuck Freya. Yeah. Alright, what's this lady saying? Oh, Elise. Elise, perfect timing. What's the matter, Mrs. Marielle? Poor Odile's losing her wits, you see. She's rather superstitious after all. I suppose it could be bad considering her age. Truly. She's been coming in and out of the alleys, too. I suppose she's fretting over the damage, but... Are you done with the cleanup, Mrs. Ariane? Oh, it's taking a while, but it's coming along. Odile won't last a week carrying on like this. Without our support, I'm afraid she'll... Alright, well that's good to know. She's probably gonna die. Let's go see, Leb. What's up, Leb? What you want? What you want, woman? There she is. I'll spend some time with her. Yeah, we do some work, we go on a date, we call it a day, you know what I'm saying?
Rather cute, aren't you?
My, there was no need to run, Elise.
Shush it, you.
Who's running, you? You're always like this, Leb Kuchen. I can't help it, you're so easy to tease, Elise.
For goodness sake.
It's such a nice day today. I could stay here until nightfall. In the mood for another earful from Father Hans, are you? Remember when we would sneak up here at nighttime? To look at the stars and snack on leftover pretzels? As if I'd forget that. Or that night that old geezer caught us. You'll never let that one go, will you, Elise? That wretch had me on my knees praying for hours on end. Yet all you got was an earful. I recall praying right alongside you that night, don't you? Because you felt sorry for me, not because he told you to. You two will never see eye to eye, will you? What's there to see? You're the one who's put up with him for too long, the way I see it. It's not as though we've never been at odds with each other. Oh, spare me. Over what? You think I'm short of complaints? Indulge me, why don't you? Bald geezers like you belong in the pig pen, you oinker! Leb Kuchen. He'll never hear us from up here, Elise. Alright, but you're the one getting the lecture if he catches us. At the top of your lungs now. You're so ugly not even St. Walpurga can save you, you ogre. Dare tell me my hair is too long again and I'll chop off whatever's left of yours, you old weasel. Did he really tell you that? For a clergywoman, that is. Who cares about some made-up rules, Leb? Aren't you feeling a lot lighter after all that, Elise? Elise? I can see you needed it, that's for sure. I'm no saint after all, despite my veil. It's a shame you don't let your hair down more often, Leb. It suits you much better than that dust cloth on your head. My, you're such a charmer, Elise. All it does is weigh you down, and it makes you look gloomy, too. How do I look without it, then?
Shush it, you.
You're such a killjoy, Leb Kuchen. Anyhow, Elise, it's best we move along, wouldn't you say? Those eggs won't collect themselves, I suppose. I'll be waiting for you by the bakery later, don't forget. Of course, Leb, I'll be there. I got a heart piece. Also, why am I meeting her by the bakery? You can't double date. That's not fair. What about all my other hoes? I gotta make time for them too. I gotta get some food in me. Romantic dates. You'll get a love heart after every successful date. Check your progress in the relationships menu. That's fine. What is happening? Am I just tired? I think I'm just tired. Can I use an item? Let me eat a bread. There we go. Okay, that fixed it. I was just tired. I thought I had more breads than that. Or maybe I was seeing the total versus how many... The total I can carry versus how many I have in my inventory is probably what the numbers I saw. Alright, from this point forward, I'm going to start staggering these. So I'm going to start... My next save is going to be here, and then my next save is going to be here, and I usually go back and forth. Just in case I need to go back and save. I thought you'd be holed up in church all day, Leb. I'm waiting for Mrs. Odile. She asked me to pray at the rosary with her outside. Says she needs blessings after lending a hand in the alleys. Lending a hand? What's she doing out there? Wittering on about the witch? So I'm told, yes. You put up with too much of this nonsense, Leb. You know my answer to that, Elise. It's my duty to play make-believe with Mrs. Odile all day. You wouldn't understand. Elise! You'll have me fretting over you at this rate, you know. Aren't you already? No more than you fret over me, unnecessarily, I'll add. Speaking of Miss Odile, she's rather late. I can keep you company until she comes about, Leb. My good deed for the day. I have a better idea for your good deed of the day, Elise. Moving along to work and stop wasting time. Go on now, I'll be seeing you later. I thought she was going to send me to go find Mrs. Odile. Let's talk to the guy and this guy and leave. Hey, is this a little boy? There are little boys here? They do exist? Looking after the flowers, are you? Ah, Elise. Mama asked me to look after the hearth for a bit. Instead, you're out here playing with Leela, huh? Lila? I'm gonna go with Lila. It's so boring. I'll give it a glance. I'll give it a glance at it once in a while. I'll give it a glance at it once in a while. I think that's a typo. I wonder what Miss Linda would have to say about that, Jacob. Oh, but you wouldn't tell her, would you? Not if you promise to keep a proper eye on it, I won't. I promise, Elise. You've been spending too much time with Apfel. Oh my fucking god. With Apfel, you know? We came up with another idea to prank Wilma. Apfel's over there planning it out right now. I might pay him a little visit then. Apfel. Who looked up these names? I need to have a word with you, Elise. It has come to my attention you went home rather late yesterday. Oh, for goodness sake. Bernard and Ludwig are quite concerned about you. My apologies, Father, but it wasn't just my own fault. Whose fault was it then, would you say? Miss Elma. She had me working. She kept me working until nightfall, as you know. Kieferberg has no need for conflict. The town is tense enough as it is. Tense about what? The witch? You oughtn't to make light of it, Elise. Lest Miss Odile spontaneously catches on fire, I know. How could such a thing happen? It was a manner of speech, Father. A rather crude one, even for you, Elise. Oh, for goodness sake, I don't have time for this. Suspicion up, I knew it. Now he thinks I'm a fucking witch. Me and my big mouth. Oh, there's a person back here. Okay, that's for work. Where's Apfel, so I can make sure I can catch this kid in the act before he does something. Okay, fuck it. Let's go see, is this when I'm supposed to go hang out with, Rosen? Yeah, Rosenmarine? What about meeting, the other chick at by the bakery? Is this Freya? Hold on. Okay, there's no... I don't see... Leb around, so... Okay, this is Freya. Ah, Elise! I thought you'd be in town. Oh, I just stopped to pay Mrs. Gretel a visit. She's been wanting to teach me this recipe, but I can't seem to find the time. A recipe for what? Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Elise. You see, Papa's a big fan of her honey milk bread, but... Mr. Gustav? Honey milk bread sounds real good. I'm not gonna lie. I'd like to try some honey milk bread. He's got the biggest sweet tooth, you know. Now that's a little unexpected. I've been meaning to learn the recipe is all. Why not get it from Mrs. Gretel's? Ah, it's a little embarrassing, but... Papa, well, he's always said that, you don't have to tell me, Freya. He says he likes my cooking better because it's, made with love. Oh, I know, Elise. He's so embarrassing. Moving on. There's a cat here. Is that what, or is that not what I'm looking at? It's so depressing having to walk past this place every day. Smothered in overgrowth of the abandoned homes, every nook and cranny is bursting with clumps of moss. I wonder if it's depressing because it's abandoned and run down. Should I buy some more bread? I got money. I might as well. Might as well try to keep myself full up. After all, I need fucking 6 breads a day. I'm buying... Okay, so... See, there's this 90 number. I think I have 1 bread left, don't I? Or no, I think I just ate the last one. So the maximum amount I can have at any one time is 9 breads, and currently I have 0. Before, when I saw this menu, I thought it said I had like 0 on me, but I have 9 in storage or something like that. So I thought I had more bread than I did. Anyway, I'm gonna get 2 breads. Spent half my money on bread today. I'm gonna work more often tomorrow though. See you later. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to do more work, and I'm only gonna spend one day or one time of day going on a date with Freya, just to have my one date with her, and then I'll kind of play it from ear from there. Let's go see what Rose and Marine wants in my backyard. Maybe she'll teach me how to. Maybe she'll start planting food for us on the tennis courts I have. My D-pad move me? Oh, my D-pad actually doesn't move me out here in the open world, even though I can use it to move during mini games. That's weird. Let's save. Alright, so now I'm just saving here, and then I'll save in the next slot next time. Sup, Flock? There you are, Flock. Ought to be nice being a goat, huh? No, not one care in the world, oblivious to everything. I guess she's in her room, which is the chicken coop. Or she's close to it anyway. There she is. I'll spend some time with her. There you are, Rosa Marine.
Elise.
I didn't know you'd be back so soon, Elise. I still ought to head back to town, mind you. What are you doing standing out here? Oh, just waiting for the stars to come out, is all. A little too early for stars, don't you think? I find it helps me air out my thoughts. Air out your thoughts, you say? I'm waiting for the waxing crescent. It's important I set my sight on what's to come. The sooner the better. What do you mean, Rosa Marine? Haha, that rhymes. You see, Elise, I've dreamt about you before. About Kieferberg, too. Last night, or... I know this may sound strange, but I didn't quite stumble upon Kieferberg by accident.
Rosa Marine.
What do you mean? Do you believe in fate, Elise? I don't know. I've never given it much thought. Then you most likely won't believe what I have to say, but...
It's fate, Elise.
I've always known my fate was with you, Elise. Huh? It's too soon to be having this conversation, if I'm honest. I meant to wait until you were ready, but...
Rosa Marine.
I don't understand, Rosa Marine. Ready for what? You'll know, in time.
For goodness sake.
What's with all this mystery? Out with it, Rosa Marine. What are you trying to tell me? It took me quite some time to make sense of it myself, but... everything's feeling so strangely nostalgic to me. Nostalgic, you say?
Oh.
Your name, your voice, your home, this breeze even? All that surrounds you. So much of it feels like home to me.
Rosa Marine.
That's not possible, Rosa Marine.
Elise.
It's you the stars told me about, Elise. I'm certain now. Never in my life have I heard such nonsense, and yet I'm covered in goosebumps. I can tell you don't believe one word of what I just said.
Rosa Marine.
Rosa Marine, I think I'll stay out here for a little while longer, if that's all right. I promise I won't be late for supper. All right. Don't stay out here too long, you hear?
Yes.
I won't. Got another heart piece from this strange person who broke into my home and is now my slave and was fated to hang out with me, or yeah, to meet with me. Oh my god. Alright, what story event is available? Oh, I'm finally done with work for today. I'd best head over to Mrs. Gretel's to see Leb Kuchen. What? Oh, I'm gonna go have dinner with her. Alright. I think she said in the evening, but I didn't know she meant, like, now. Look at this. I mean, I guess I have my lantern. I don't currently have a reason to not let it get dark, but... Oh, this is an objective. Is it gonna spend my time if I talk to her? Hold on. Oh, I can either have... Wait, is meeting Leb Kuchen optional? Because... I'm gonna see if it gives me the option to spend time eating dinner here.
Elise.
Ah, Elise, welcome back. I brought some bread. Let's settle down and eat. Uh-oh. Did I fuck up? Would you like me to start making dinner for us from tomorrow, Elise? That's not a bad idea in itself, but... how am I to know you won't make a mess of it? Last thing I want is to spend my evenings in the outhouse. I'll have you know I'm a proper cook, Elise. Never once did my sweet granny disapprove of anything I prepared. Well, I suppose it can't do much harm.
Alright.
On that note, Rosamarine, you're to sleep up in the attic from now on. Can't have you hanging around the granary and bringing all the dust and cobwebs inside.
Oh, but
Oh, I can clean it out for you, Elise. It's really no trouble. I've had my fill of running about looking for you day and night.
but...
Oh, Elise, I wouldn't want to be a bother.
Oh, shush it!
And I wouldn't want you nesting with the mice and the geckos. You're sleeping in the attic, and that's final. You hear? I'm letting you sleep inside where it's perfectly warm and... Did you hear that, Rosamarine? Hear what? I'm taking the room. You stay here, just in case. Well, I think I was going to have to do this no matter what. Find the source of the noise. Gotcha. What's that? What is that noise? Sounds like video gaming. Do you hear that? Oh, back there.
Muffy!
It's you. I hear it because it's in my, It was a sound on the right side of me, and I was like, what the fuck? Muffy. Eek! Please spare me, Elise.
Muffy!
What in the Lord's name are you doing here, Miffy? I was out on a stroll. I swear on my auntie's name.
Is that so?
Ah, you just happen to hide behind my house, I see. Who doesn't? You sneak about folks' homes every now and then too, don't you? What are you doing here, Mandy? Tell me right now or I'll scrub your mouth with soap this very minute. It's getting quite late, isn't it, Elise? I'd best...
Out with it!
I saw her. That girl you're housing, Elise. You saw nothing, Molly. She's not from around here. Even I can tell. You were having supper together and everything, Elise. You keep your mouth shut, Mubby, or I'll... Why don't you share some of that bread you've got, Elise? I might keep quiet if you do.
For goodness sake!
Oh, I should have guessed that's what you wanted. It's a good thing I had some bread on me. Fine. You can have a bread. If I hear as much of a word about this, Molly.
Oh boy, oh boy!
Golly, Elise, why don't you bring me a pretzel tomorrow?
Out with it!
Mouth shut or I'll throw you in the well. Alright, well, that made my suspicion go down, though. And don't come back, or else.
For goodness sake!
This is the last thing I needed.
I'm sorry,
Is she gone? This could be bad, Rosamarine.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Elise, I genuinely didn't see her. I would have told you if I had. Don't you start fretting now, too. Do you think she'll tell anyone? If she does, we could be in trouble. I know, Rosemarine.
I'm sorry,
It's Rosemarine. Okay, so she is saying Rosemarine and is Rosemarine.
Shush it, you!
Oh, shush. I'm heading back inside.
Yes!
Okay. That's what I was like. Is she saying... I know she was saying Muffy's name wrong on purpose after the first time. But then I was like, is she saying Rosemarine's name wrong too? Muffy's spying on you. Fulfill her daily request for food items to keep her from snitching and raising suspicion. Avoid suspicion. Mind what you say and do your best to avoid raising suspicion towards Elise, or bear the consequences. Go to bed! What about, so I don't get a chance to go... Okay, no, I can still go to the bakery. Let's go. I think I wasted a match on starting my lantern. Until the game tells me why I need to use my lantern, I'm gonna skip it. Doesn't seem like there's anything scary in this forest. Or I'm not even really in the forest per se, so it seems fine. Oh, this is nice. I like how like the screen gets less dark because like you're in like a moonlit part of the path. Those little details matter. Really gives a place personality and presence. Oh my god, aren't you creepy? There you are, Lebkuchen. You're a little too happy to see me, aren't you? Oh, I thought today would never end, that's all. You do look tired, Elise. These folks will be the death of me, that's what. Fretting over this witch nonsense day and night. You know they're rather superstitious, Elise. Oh, you're buying into it now, too? What's next? We all sleep in the church together like chickens in a coop? Elise! It's all nonsense, Leb. Everyone's losing their wits. Here's your bread, Elise. Yeah, I got 2 bread. Did you make too much today or something? I felt you could use a little more than usual tonight. You need to look after yourself, Elise. Lebkuchen's always had a talent to figure things out, but... Is this her intuition again, or... Move along, Elise, before it gets late. I'll see you tomorrow, Leb. That's still very useful. Okay. What about the notes I found? I guess let me, Is it in my items? My key items? Mysterious note. Can I read it? Inspect. There's something written on here, but I don't want to read the whole thing again. Offering lies in the crossroads beyond the maypole. Okay, let's go to the crossroads and check beyond the maypole. This is the crossroads. But what the fuck is a maypole? Is this a maypole? This is a log. What's down this way? Now I'm going to places I haven't been before, and this seems dangerous. What's this? Okay. Oh, our beloved Kieferberg. Kieferberg? Are you from Kieferberg? Why, a few of us are. How lovely of a town. How desperately I long to see it once more. What's so good about Kieferberg, would you say? You won't know until it's too late, I'm afraid. Oh, how I wish I was in your shoes. I don't think you're aware of what that means. We certainly weren't, let alone someone like you. What? We certainly weren't, let alone someone like you. Oh, I think I get it. We? Oh, fuck. Stay sane. Keep Elise from feeling frightened with sanity healing items, or she might go mad. Okay, so sanity is a thing I have to keep track of. Okay, so that's my sanity meter up there. Alright. Ugh. Alright. Should I not go down here? Okay, so we're not gonna go too far. But where's this maypole I've heard so much about? Maybe I should go looking during the day. I'll try again tomorrow. For now, let's go to bed. No scary stuff tonight, besides, you know, the ghost lady. We got about 30 minutes left in the stream, so. The reflection in the water was cool. Is this a crossroads? Let's go this way. I don't like the way the screen gets all messed up whenever I look at stuff. Or some stuff. Oh, this is a nice view. Goodness knows what I would give to live in a castle just like that one. Yet here I am, a simple maid of all work. Shining in the distance, the monumental castle stands ephemeral and out of reach. I wonder who lives in the castle. Do they have a king around here? King and queen? Is this a glitch? I think this is a glitch. Like the way that this, or maybe it isn't. You can kind of, you see like the way that the edge of the cliff glows through me, as if I'm like, you can see through my body. Like you can see the edge of the cliff fade through my body, and I don't think that's supposed to be that way. What made me notice is when I climb these stairs, and you can see that white line that looks like it goes through my head. That's like the edge of the cliff. I think that's a glitch. Small one, but still worth noting. Yeah, I'm gonna save. It's been a little bit. Anything else? I guess not. I guess I just go to bed. Elise, I'm heading off to bed, Rosemarine. I can spend the night in the granary if you'd like. No, I meant what I said. You're sleeping in the attic. I'll meet you upstairs. Ah, alright. How do I even get to the attic? Is this the attic? I mean, this goes to the Granny Hole's room. Is the way to the attic through my room? Oh, this is a thing. Granny Hole used to love this thing, didn't she? I never truly understood why exactly. Oh, okay, here we go. You left that goat in the granary, I'm hoping. Of course. I left the door ajar so he can go out and about if he wants. What makes you think he'll stay put? Why, the bid I made him, of course. You ought to see it, Elise. I'm not going out of my way to see a goat's hay bid, Rosemarine. Up you go. You need to make your bed, too. Oh, I guess there is a ladder over there on the left. You'll make do, I'm certain. Oh, it's perfect. I'll get you a blanket, too. I can't have you sleeping on hay. Why not?
For goodness sake.
You're not a goat, Rosemarine. I could be a thief, yet you're trusting me with a blanket?
For goodness sake.
I don't see what's so funny.
Elise.
You truly are kind, Elise. I can see that clearly now.
Shush it, you.
Oh, shush. I'll be glad to take that blanket, Elise. I'll get you some matches, too, and a candle. Thank you, Elise. It's bedtime now. I need some rest. Good night, Rosemarine. Good night, Elise. Alright, bedtime. For goodness sake. What am I getting myself into? First I agreed to house Rosemarine. Now Miffy's caught word of it too. I best make sense of all this by tomorrow. If only I could leave this town. Go somewhere far, far away from here. A place where I'd never have to fret about money or going hungry. Like a castle or a palace, somewhere. Where I can live the life I deserve. Oh. I was wondering if, like, when I go to sleep, if we do this part, or if it's me doing stuff in real life. Okay, here we go. You're gonna get some interesting stuff before the end of the stream after all. Where am I? Is this a dream? Hello? Uh-oh. Alright, let's eat. There we go. It's locked, it seems. Oh, and I bet there's something nice inside, too. Why does it... I always, like, this little thing comes up, and then the minute I hit A button, it goes away. Oh, what I would give to sleep here every night. A spacious bed stands in the corner, its silky sheets protected by a counterpane embroidered in gold thread. Uh-oh. Rebirth. That's what I wished for, long, long ago. You wanted to be reborn? Somewhere safe, somewhere far, far away. I went through all of their trials, gathered all of his gifts. And, indeed, I was reborn. My wish was granted, yet... Yet? To think I would end up like this. Wait! What was that? She looked like a warrior. But I got some grapes, though. Oh, my sanity went down. I got grapes, but my sanity took a hit. I'm pretty certain this is velvet. Upholstered in luxurious red velvet, the broad sofa rests by a marble center table. I feel like I'm in a princess's bedroom. If only I could live here, just like I've always dreamed. Fuck me! Be careful, there are all sorts of things lurking. Well, I pressed the A button trying to pick this up. God, those fucking tutorials. They pop up way too slow, so by the time I'm looking at the thing that I'm obviously going to hit the A button on, then I'm hitting the A button on the tutorial instead. Jesus Christ. I'll have to look at that one later. I got a silver key. It might have just been telling me to watch my health. The items in your inventory can have effects on the environment. Try using that on them. Try using them on it. Try using the use icon, them on it. Whatever. I think that was another typo. I'm locked in here, I suppose. Can't say I mind much if I'm honest. Alright, let's find the door. Actually? Yeah, there is no door. I don't see a door. Should I try this thing again? See, I walk up here and I look straight at this thing, no question mark. Then I look down. Okay, no, I must be... Maybe I'm... Like, where the question marks pop up don't feel... See, why is it when I... Okay, hold on. Like, the question mark feels like this, if I'm looking at this, just... What am I looking at? What is up here? Like, the hitboxes on the question marks have always have been, like, off the entire game. And it's been to a point where I'm like, it's not a problem, but it's just a little annoying. I'm not going anywhere near that dresser. Alright, well, helpful. I have a key. Let me see what my key does. Oh, let me use the key on the trunk. Do I have to? I do. I was like, I didn't know if it was going to pop up a menu so I could just do that automatically. Let's see. Oh, goodness. So many dresses. Another key? I wonder what it's for. Now I have a golden key. Leave the room! Objective, leave the room. Alright, there's nothing against this wall. I'm gonna have to just try on this dresser or something. Gonna use the golden key on the dresser. It doesn't seem to be working, huh? What about on the window? There we go. I'm a genius. Such a long corridor. It truly feels as though I'm inside a palace. I don't like it. I don't like it. Such a strange statue. The marble statue of a serpent wearing a golden crown. Its nameplate reads Aziel, or something close to that. Such a strange statue. The marble statue of a crow wearing a golden crown. Its nameplate reads... Yeah, I can't read that. Alright, I'm gonna save now. Maybe this game is scary. I have a bad feeling about this. Is that my reflection on the floor, or is that somebody else? I can't really tell. That doesn't exactly look like my reflection, I don't think. I think it's a little bit off. Alright.
What is this?
What in the Lord's name is this place? What are those things? Feeling lost? Don't forget to turn on your lantern and keep an eye out. Lantern! Okay, escape the room. Now we're getting some gameplay. Uh-oh, I touched it! I touched it! I touched it! Don't hit me. What's this about? Oh, am I supposed to do that? Maybe that's a good thing. Nope, that's not a good thing. Oh, he turned out my lantern. I got a phantasm key. It's a key. This is what will get me out of here, I'm certain. Alright, we gotta avoid touching other candles. It's no wonder they're wilted, being left in such an awful room. A bunch of purple flowers sag lazily over their vase. Hey, there's a crack in this wall. Somebody should fix that. Alright, let's get out of here. Four keyholes. 4? That means there are 4 keys, I'd wager. Oh my god. I only found 1. Let's go check the bottom right. I was still getting my bearings before, Is there maybe something in the couch? Such a big sofa, if only... Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, here's another key. It's jammed. I could try to pry it open, but... I'm gonna leave it. I'll force it open... I'll come back and force it open if I need to. I wonder how long my matches last for, or my lantern lasts for. Ooh, 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 ooh. These are all in a different language. I can't make sense of any of these titles. It's gonna say the same thing? Yeah. Okay, hold on, hold on. There's a key. Oh, there's bandages. That will help me with my health. Is this a key? Phantasm key. All right, we got 2 out of 4. It's a key. This is what will get me out of here. I'm certain. Okay, yeah. What's this about? That's me? Give me a key. It's jammed. I could try to pry it open, but okay. At this point, we're gonna try to pry open both of these. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. What's this? The key to one's dream is found within oneself. As for yours, it's in this very room, the core of your innermost desire. It's not knowledge you seek, but gold-bathed glory. Okay, well, there's that. So I'm pretty sure I want to use a match. I want to use a tinderbox on this fireplace. Maybe if I try something else. Okay, what about, I don't have matches in this menu. What if I use the brooch? Does that do anything? I didn't think so, but I think I want to set that on fire, but I don't know how to use a match. Okay, I hit the X button, but it just put out my lantern, so now I just wasted one of my fucking one of my matches. Let's go jam. Let's go pry open the other chest. Okay, that way sucks. Let's go this way. Be careful. Alright, let's pry it open. Alright, that one just gave me the key. Well, I gotta figure out how to set the fireplace aflame without, at least I think that's what I gotta do. I don't really see anything else I can do. Let me try putting the keys in here, and maybe it'll drop something that I can use. Okay, I gotta get all four. What the fuck is these things? These give off such a cold light. An intricately designed golden lamp stands by the wall, its bulbs emanating an eerie, phantasmagoric light. Got it. I don't necessarily... Doesn't seem like this is what I should be using here. Well then what am I supposed to be using here? Okay, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I can use my lantern. Nope, doesn't seem like this is what I should be using here. Well, what am I supposed to be using here then? God damn it. Maybe a pretzel? No, it wouldn't be anything that's, like, temporary. I want to use a match, but I don't have... Matches aren't in my key items. And if I hit the X button, it just makes my lantern go away, and I lose a fucking match. Oh, I didn't know this was... Was this a menu? Oh, okay. It's weird to have menu items over there, kinda. Well, I've tried everything. Doesn't seem like this is what I should be using here. Well, what else is there? Oh, don't hurt me. Don't be a bitch. Oh, you piece of shit. The key to one's dream is found within oneself. As for yours, in this very room, the core of your innermost desire is not knowledge you seek, but gold-bathed glory. Maybe it's something to do with the bookshelves. This candle sucks. I mean, it's not like they hurt me a lot, but it's still annoying. Gold-bathed glory. What does that mean? Let's look for something in the shelves. What if I try to leave? Is that even an option? It's gone. The door is completely gone. Alright, not an option. I didn't think it would be, but I just wondered if... Oh, here we go. These books are gold. Got it. There's something on the back of this shelf. I have to reach out my arm to get it, but... Reach it. Reach for it. This is... the last key. Alright. It's a key. This is what will get me out of here, I'm certain. Yeah. Let's go. 4 keyholes. Yes, I have the keys.
This is it!
It worked! Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What?
Where am I? I must be dreaming. Look at her little hand. Oh, I'm walking. Alright, I'm gonna walk to the right. Follow the fire. Oh. Yeah, that's a castle. I see a castle. Oh, I can run. Okay, here we go. Okay, it made me stop running. That's a spook. Hurry now, hurry now. We're late for his banquet. What are you? Hurry, hurry. All right. Okay, now she's running real fast. Look at all these spooks. Perfect for Halloween. Oh, well, that's the end of the good times. Oh, alright. Well, I like how that ends when, like, if you're, like, hungry, or you're about to be hungry, it's like, alright, well, this isn't so happy. You're almost dead. A dream. That left me feeling a little queasy. Rosemarine, are you there? She's most likely still asleep anyway. No point in waking her this early, I suppose. Is it any coincidence that the first day that that Rosemarine slept in the attic is the first day I, had such a nightmare? Alright, I ate some bread. Hey, fireflies. Collected fireflies too. I don't know what that's for, or what that's about. Oh, fireflies must be those ghosts I'm finding in the real world. Alright, let's save, and then we're going to call it a stream. I imagine there's going to be a little bit of talk before I get to save.
Elise.
Good morning, Elise. I would have gotten a head start on breakfast if I knew you'd be waking up this early.
For goodness sake.
Since when have you been up? Oh, I'm always up and about before daybreak. I can't sleep in if I try. I didn't notice you coming down from the attic. I brought the ladder up with me last night so I wouldn't wake you. And the hatch doesn't squeak if you do it slowly, right? I took my shoes off and used the ladder to shut it back up. Easy. You're smarter than you look, huh? I look as smart as I am, Elise. Is that so? Anyhow, I'm heading off to the garden. The garden? You mean the field just outside? Is it that obvious that I haven't touched it in years? Been working like a dog since Granny Hole passed, but now I have you to fret about too. I can't sit on my hands forever, can I?
Elise.
What, you'd rather starve? Join me as a maid of all work, perhaps? You truly are kind, aren't you?
Shush it, you.
Oh, shush. I'm heading out to see what I can do about the garden. I'll call you in for breakfast in a moment, then. What's this shiny? Oh, it's random bread. Can't just leave bread on the table like that, Rosemarine. I'll fucking whip you.
For goodness sake.
I've neglected it for so long, it'll be impossible to dig. Anyhow, this is no time to loiter about. Oh.
What is this?
A pair of shoes. How could they possibly have wound up here in my garden? Oh, they're wonderful. And they fit me like a glove, too. These shoes. It's as though they were made for me. They are red, and you are wearing a lot of red. What if they were, like, green?
I did it!
All of Kieferberg needs to hear about this. I really feel like you have priorities. You gotta have priorities here. From now on, it's Miss Elise to you. Oh, I like this. Elise, I'm done with this English struggle. No more being bossed around. Uh-oh, these lyrics? I'm not gonna talk over it. I've never heard somebody be so excited to find shoes in the dirt. I like that. Keeps a bit of the horror feeling in. Never forgets that it's supposed to be kind of scary sometimes. Uh-oh. This looks bad. On your feet, Elise. Explain yourself.
Oh, shush it!
What is there to explain, Father? Could you not hear yourself, lass? Parading into St. Walpurga's place of worship, howling and shouting like a... Please, old Jockin. Words of egotism, vanity, disdain for your fellow folk. Well, apparently, I just did all that in public. I've always known you were a wicked, you arrogant lassie.
You old geezer!
Why, you... A witch! A witch of old hole's kin!
I am not a witch!
Oh, listen here, you old rich.
That's enough.
I've heard enough. Old Jockin has overstepped his boundaries. I ask that you pardon him. Yet his concerns weigh heavy, Elise. Oh, I wasn't aware singing and dancing was forbidden now, Father. Your singing was riddled with sin, lass. Vanity and lust go hand in hand with greed.
Oh, shush it!
What does any of this have to do with sin, Father? This old geezer just accused me and my grandmother of witchery, yet... Enough, Elise. Compose yourself and come inside. Your temperament is a sin in and of itself. Just to keep my suspicion down, I'm gonna go in. I guess I'll repent for something I didn't do if it makes you happy. Yet there's something I'd like to make clear to you all. You stood witness to this foolery. You've all heard old Jockin accuse me of witchery. That's enough, Elise. You asked me to pardon him yourself, Father, and I will. Yet I demand you folks understand this once and for all.
Out with it!
I am not a mere maid of all work. I am one of you, and I demand right here, right now, that you start treating me as such. Very well, Elise, you've made yourself heard. Uh-oh. Without a shadow of a doubt, lass. At last, he's made his move. Who are you? An old acquaintance of yours, lass. What? You're favored by him, Elise. Frightfully so. You're clad in his will from head to toe, inside out. And those shoes... My shoes? Those very shoes, Elise, are a testament of his gift to you. Who is he? Listen carefully now, my beautiful lass. Get away from me! Yours is his heritage, his flesh, his ardor. Don't you understand, Elise?
What in the Lord's name?
How do you know my name? His blessings, his will, he himself is writhing in your veins, lass. What do you want from me, you old hag? You must listen carefully now, my beloved. Do as I say, and he will make all your wishes come true.
What?
My wishes, you say? Why, yes, opulence, splendor, fortune. Your deepest desire is unlike any other, Elise. I don't understand. You do, Elise. Tell me, what is it you most desire? Me? Speak it, Elise. What I most desire, that's... Fortune. Fortunate you are, Elise. Deep in this woodland, there is a patron saint whose blissful word bestows a blessing upon the faithful. All that's requested in return are 3 gifts made from the testaments to one's desire. Reach his dwelling with all of these in hand, and your wish shall be granted. A womb, carrier of life, your basket is to hold all that is sacred. The tender flesh of earthly desire. The sweetest nectar to be drunk in earnest. You are to arrive in good company, the object of your affections. You are to reach the gates of his dwelling, carrying all 3 gifts. Voice your innermost desire, surrender yourself wholly to his grace. And fortune you shall obtain, for such is his blessing, and such is your desire. Alright, well, you know. Elise! Elise, are you listening? Uh-oh, did I go do the prayer thing? Huh? Where did she go?
Elise.
Oh, are you alright, Elise? Where did that old hag go?
Elise.
What's the matter with you?
Leb
Oh, I'm sorry, Leb. It's best we let her rest a while. We can sit with you, Elise. Oh, it's best we give her some space, Jacob. I'm alright, I felt a little dizzy is all. I can bring you some water, Elise. As for me, I'll be in church waiting to have a word with you. Don't you start, Leb. Oh, I've already started. My, now you've done it, Elise. For goodness sake. Man, I would have been fucked if I didn't eat some food before going into that cutscene. Alright, I'm walking around. That's a really great spot to end it. So we got a little bit of clue to like the mystery and the point to this game. We got an overall objective. We're gonna need to fall in love with one of the girls, get some nectar, which might be blood, and get some flesh, which might be fruit. Put it all in my basket. Go see whoever's living in the tree, and then go get fucking rich. I like it. I'm gonna do it. I think I am gonna continue this on stream unless it moves too slowly. Like if this is a game where, because this one, the first full day, we just now kind of finished, and it took the whole 2 hours. I don't know how many days are gonna be total in the game, but depending on how slowly it moves, if it's a game where I don't make a whole lot of progress, then I might not stream it. I might just start playing off stream, and then I'll start playing shorter demos again on stream. I still want to do at least one more. I have to do a VR game before the end of the month. Maybe. I really don't feel like hooking up the VR stuff, but I should do at least one. And then I want to do something that I really can't play because I'm too scared. I haven't hit that yet. I've hit a couple of little scares, but nothing where I was like, alright, we're done here. Like, I need to hit that before the end of the month. And then I'm going to start Undertale Yellow by the end of next week, I believe. Yes, end of next week. I'm going to start Undertale Yellow, and I'm going to start playing that hardcore to make sure I finish it by Halloween. I'm not sure how long it takes to beat it. But yeah, this was a good time. I'm going to stick it out with this game, even if I don't finish it on stream. I like what I played. I'm interested in like the story. I don't know where it's going, which is interesting. I think there's a lot of twists and turns. I'm kind of not happy with the fact that there's 10 endings, because I'm not somebody who likes replaying games over and over again for endings. So it's gonna turn out that I'm gonna just finish this game once, and then I'm gonna have to just like watch what all the other endings are, and that doesn't seem as fun. Unless they make it very easy to go back and like make small changes in order to see what the other paths you could take look like. Um, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been a good one, a fun one. Uh, I'm probably gonna try to stream again tomorrow, depending on how I feel. Probably during the day though, because I have some plans in the evening, so it'd probably be around. It would be the stream would start between like somewhere after 11, but before 2 o'clock at the latest. So at the latest, I would start streaming at 2 o'clock and then wrap up around like four or five, at the latest. If I don't feel like starting to stream in like the after or in like around the noon time. Be on the lookout for notifications. You don't see anything, then I probably just don't feel like streaming or whatever for whatever reason. Maybe I'm tired or whatever, but I'm not that fretted about it since I've hit my minimum for the week. So tomorrow would be making up for last week, which I still want to do since I didn't stream yesterday. But I'm doing a pretty good job. I have some ideas for some scary stuff that I can do that I really think are gonna push me, and that's the stuff I want to do. And then maybe hopefully I can get a friend on stream for at least one stream. That'd be cool too. But all right, I will talk to you guys again soon. Thanks for spooking with me. I'll see you guys next time.
Little Goody Two Shoes.
Oops. There we go. Later.